Hey folks, Chip Richter coming to you. I'm in the golf cave this week because all of a sudden the weather got kind of nasty and I had to move a lot of lessons back indoors. But looks like it's going to get a little bit better and we're going to get back into some decent weather and get outside. Wanted to give you a little quick work on chipping this week, okay? I teach this a lot, and it's amazing how many people, when I say to them, okay, I want you to hit a basic chip shot and just fly it from here to that little mark I have down on the green, and what they'll do is basically stand there in their normal golf setup and just try and do a miniature version of their full swing. I know that can sometimes be effective, but that's probably not the best way to do it. So we're going to talk about a slightly different motor pattern here today. It's a very simple one, it's easy to pick up, and you can do it in very short time, and you can even practice it indoors. So a couple things now, I've always said this, when it comes to golf instruction, there's like two things that I think every golf instructor would agree on, okay? Everything else is up for debate according to most teachers. But the putter, pretty much the ball starts wherever the face is pointed, and when you're hitting a chip shot, there's one fundamental universal law, and that is that the handle of the club must be in front of the club face at impact. This club has bounce, and if the shaft is leaning backwards, the back of the blade will hit the ground, which could cause a chunk, or because the back hits the ground, the front of the blade hits the ball, and that causes that skull that runs across the green like a scared rabbit that nobody likes, okay? So we've got to get the handle leaning forward to hit an effective chip shot. Now, a couple of things that you can do to make that work. First of all, I like to put people right on the Sheftic pressure board, and I like to tell them, all of your weight goes on the front foot, and your feet go together. There is no weight shift in this action. All you're doing is simply getting on your front foot and staying there. If we start doing this in a basic chip shot and moving back and forth, we are set up for failure. That's not going to work, okay? So, with our feet together and all of our weight on the front foot, I very simply want you to set up to the ball, okay? And on the first move away, all I want you to do is hinge your wrists, okay? Now you notice I've now created a position where my hands are in front of the club face, which is exactly what I want. I need the handle forward so I can hit down on the ball to use the scoring lines to make the ball go up, okay? So this is a very simple motion. Hinge the wrists back, turn the chest through, okay? There's nothing more to it than that. It's really that simple, and if you work on it for just a little bit, you can get it. So many of you are trying to shift a little weight and just do a miniature version of the full swing. No bueno, okay? All the weight's on the front foot, okay? We simply hinge the wrists back, rotate the chest through, and that's going to produce a crisp little chip shot that is very easy to repeat off tight lies, off a little heavier lie, whatever you need, okay? It's going to give you that downward angle of attack you need. So again, so simple. All the weight on the front foot, okay? Almost should be able to stand, and I have people do this, the Flamingo Drill, where they just simply sit there with their right heel, right toe on, and boom. And you notice, I turn the chest through. So I create that forward lean on the backswing with wrist hinge. Now my hands are in front of the club head. And I simply turn my chest through and hit the ball crisply, okay? Very, very simple, something you can practice in your living room on a piece of carpet, something like that. Very, very effective. All the weights forward, hinge, rotate the chest, and it'll hit down on the ball and make it go up in the air. You control the distance by controlling how fast you rotate your chest. If I want to hit something that only flies 10 feet in the air, I'm still on the front foot, I hinge, and I'm just a little lazier with my chest, okay? So allow the big muscles to do the work, make sure the handle's in front, and hit great chip shots this spring, okay? Hope to see you soon. Hope you enjoyed this week's tip. If you got any questions, I'm at the Golf Cave in Carlisle, Pennsylvania on Mondays, and at the Country Club of Harrisburg on other days. Website is running, chiprichtergolf.com. Get on there and book your lessons. We've been really busy. It's been a great spring. It's going to be a great season of golf, and I look forward to hearing your stories and seeing you play a lot better. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Talk to you soon.